Hello and welcome to Techtonica Time with Lua Games. I'm back here at Hydro. I just upgraded everything to red generators. Take a peek at this electrical section and it says we're in the green. We're making 161,000 kilowatts and we only need 20. Yay. Alright. It also said that I had an assembler somewhere, not on a floor, while I was replacing those, and I'm not sure where that would be. So as we travel around, we just look for those red X's. Okay, I did limit the cranks to hold on one second. Alright, that's my phone. Alright, I limited the crank generators to three slots for generators, and I'm going to just take all the extra crank generators I've got and put them back on the sushi line. They'll fill up the chest that we've got set aside for more. I might need some of those for desert areas, since we're cranking those by hand. That's why I'm carrying around all these accumulators. Anyway, we have also dug our way through to the next level. And we have a triangulation need at Sierra. So we're going to start by going to Foundry and fixing that need for... Oh, not Foundry. We're going to Barracks. We've got some things backed up over here now. I said that, we may need to increase these to 9, and it looks like we need to do that. We have the Shiverthorn gel backed up, which everything else is backed up behind that. So let's just optimize this up a little bit. We're going to go with I keep copying it. There it goes. We're going to upgrade this to a 9 system. We're just going to pipe all this in here. That will allow us to make it through. Let's see, what are we going to do? We're going to leave that right there like that. And we're just going to cut this line here and curve it down another row. Looks like we need to clear out some rock here. That won't take long. We just pull out the mow and switch it to 12 by 12. I'm just backing things up a little, making sure they're not on the floor. Floor's clean. Looks like there was some of that building rubble left over in the dirt. I didn't want that there like that. I want it to come over here, curve up, and we're going to turn that into one of those. And just put some curtails on here, a little wing here and there, and draw another one of those over here in conveyor belt. And it's all going to be good right there. Alright, that's going to get that moving. But we have all this here that we need to get out. So we're just going to move it out. And move this collection line a little farther through. And loop it back around. Now with that, we've got these assemblers. And we want them moving a little faster, so we need to increase them as well. So that's 3. We need 6 more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it looks like we did pitchforks, the old letter E here, but we did it with sand. And now we're going to make this line elevated. Yep. Mainly because the sand needs to get distributed through here. So it's just going to be the E layout here. And we want to ship it to the middle. Send it back over this way. And just remove that. And draw one more letter E over here. Where we can get through, hopefully, this backlog. Now we got to bring the gel in on the other side to mix with the sand to make the sesamite powder. And to do that, we're going to elevate this line. We can go ahead and curve it over here. And we're going up and over this way. Looks like I'm going to go here. And we're just going to keep bringing these on over and down. And we're going to plug this back in here. It was not on fixed height. I wanted it on fixed height. Now it's on fixed height. And we do the same here. Just putting it all into motion. Now we are backed up on the Sesamite gel. And we're wanting it to cook a little faster, so we're going to increase this to 9 as well. Which means we're going to bring this over here to the middle one, which is right here, and draw our little pattern here. This is the bird layout. And we're going to make a splitter right there. And it's going to feed all of these. So we just turn that off. Oh, we don't need, yeah, just like that. And it looks like we got a line backwards. And you can reverse them very slowly like that. That's the long way of doing it. A lot of times I just delete them and redraw them. Anyway, we're going to put all this gel into these furnaces and cook it into sesamite powder. Just got to put these last wings on, and then we work on this side. And this is the double click down method of fueling with the wide tooth comb. So we're going to put the fuel in on the right side because we've already started doing it on the right side. And we're going to pull out the results of the powder on the left side. And we just run this collection line over this way, but this is not the way we're collecting, is it? I guess it is. Oh, we're shipping it to the crate. We'll have to move the crate. We'll probably put the crate out here. Yeah, let's just do that.
Task inbound. Bio-brick diesel. Sesamite variation. Utilize sesamite powder in conjunction with standard bio-bricks for enhanced production of high-density fuel.
Well, we are looking at all these new options that are presented to us. That is one of them. And so they're suggesting that we take this powder and find the recipe for mixing it up with bio bricks to make bio bricks faster. And we could definitely do that. Right now, I'm just focusing on this collection line. And now we focus on the fuel line. It goes right over the collection line. And the last one, we just go ahead and drop it down. And then we put it on down and just double click right here in front of each of these. And as you see, we got plenty of bio bricks already, so we're wanting to enhance that diesel. And this is how much sand's coming in. And it's not coming in very fast. But it's not backed up anymore either, so that's nice. The gel, we may need to make more assemblers if these guys are going to outproduce those guys. Yeah, we want to keep this flowing. And that's as much of that as we get. So I guess the key is to see if it's going to make it faster than it comes in. So like if 100 Shiverthorn extract showed up before that processed, then I know it's going to back up. That is far from backing up. And over here, it says the output's full. Because we didn't put in the collection. I feel lame. Oh, and I ran out of greens. That's not good. We have a nexus over here for teleportation. So the first one is Techtonica Mart. So we just run over to the store, check out the view on the balcony. Ooh, pretty. And get us some green inserters. We go through green inserters a lot, so I grabbed 2 bundles. Head back out on the balcony. Be like, oh, pretty. And the last one is barracks. And with that, we go back over here and finish off the collection of Sesamite gel. Well, the Sesamite gel is definitely performing quickly. We might need more ovens. That's what I'm starting to think. Right. Yeah, we're going to need more ovens. How tall is this place? They're just not cooking fast enough. So I'm thinking, let's just story this up. Right. We'll make some ovens up here and maybe even on a 3rd floor as well. And we can just stack them right on top of each other, right? But we're going to have room for the inserters. So we definitely need one more floor out here. You know what? Let's just finish it up here. Yep. All right, so we decided we're going to do this. I think this would be the best place to put a splitter. And we can just go up from here. And I didn't mean to do that. I meant to get us a fixed horizontal height. Yep. And we're going to kind of copy what we've done here and just go straight to the middle one and put some wings on over here and here. And we're going to make this feed over here. And as we see that sesamite gel come in, we know that it is functioning properly. Just like that. Now we need those green inserters to plug it in. And it says we need support. These walls are just hanging in midair and they're not connected to anything, not even stairs. I'm aware. So with that, put in some support on the four corners to say that those are holding it up. Oh, I missed. And that will fix the electrical problems. Now we just go to another collection, and it's going to be the same format. We're just going to run it down here. No, we're not. That's too close. It's got to be one away. Run it down here, and at the end we're going to drop it off, and we're going to see that that line there is right there. So I need to bring that chest out here. So I put the chest out here. Find the sand again that we've already cooked and collected. And just start pouring it back in that box. Now for all this, we should probably start with the inserters. We pull out on the left, okay. So we're gonna eject on the left, input on the right, output on the left, input on the right, yep. And it's going to be the wide tooth comb approach again. So we'll bring a fuel line up here and just stack it right on top of this line, the collection line. No automatic splitters again. And get the splitters so we can make sure the lines all collect. And now the last ingredient is fuel, and the fuel line's right here. So we're just going to tap into it right there and bring it up. Now if I bring it right there, that's where I want it. And on the very last one, I go ahead and just drop it down. Then I make sure we're on down and double tap my way through the line. And now we should be moving the sand again. And you know what? I don't think we need a third one. I think we are keeping up with the Sesamite gel for now. Even though it doesn't seem like it's cooking very quickly. Which means it's going to take a while to fill up that chest. And that's going to make it take even longer. And I don't know. Look at that. And that's from the bottom row. Yep. And the top row should start producing. So I guess it will produce twice as fast as far as this sand goes. And I'm going to take a look over here at recipes. And the loudspeaker said we could make more biobrick fuel even faster. So I'm going to take a look at this. Let's see if I can see that. Oh, there it is. Alright, it's saying carbon powder brick and sesamite gel. Oh. Well, we're not making carbon very quickly. As a matter of fact, I've been waiting on that 15 carbon, and the trash cans, the incinerators, are not good at producing carbon. They're good at removing trash, but not at producing carbon. We're wanting 15 bricks. I'm sorry, 15 carbon frames for an upgrade of Sierra. And we've been letting this run over here. And it's only made one batch, which equaled, I guess, 13 carbon frames. And that took a long time. And by a long time, I mean like, an hour or so. It could have even taken longer than an hour. It's just not fast enough. Nope, not fast enough. Here's where we can see where we're collecting. We need 500 carbon powder, and we are up to 140, 138, around 140 each. Working our way up. And this line for carbon powder is right here. And it is mostly empty. It's coming in that fast. shared between 3 assemblers, and this line's still empty. And we are shipping the carbon over from the gravel incinerator at X-Ray. So that's both the gravel and the quicklime being cooked down to carbon. So, Kinovine extract as well. So, yeah. Let's go to the recipe book. We have started some carbon frames, but we don't have enough. Okay, so 1 unstable seed pod can make 5 Shiverthorn seeds. And I don't know what we need actuators for. And here we take BioBrick and Sesamite Cooling and make unrefined diesel. The unrefined diesel, it's not really our target, but we don't have a way to refine it yet that I know of. Right. Okay, so the 2 new Shiverthorn Coolant, Sesamite Powder. We could make that. Yeah, we can make that. We might have to move some production out of this area. But we can make that. Alright, to go upstairs, I like to ride the rails to get upstairs quickly into the old production site. And we are filling up our ports, but I've been thinking about taking some out. And I'm thinking about replacing the blue research right here. And I can just, you know what, I'll just leave that there like that. Yeah, let's just cut it at the other end. And we're going to ship out the coolant. Yep, that's what we're going to do. Alright. So, over here is the blue research. And we're just going to tear down this whole factory process and move it elsewhere. And by elsewhere, we're moving it to research. Alright. We want to get all those. I missed one somehow. Turn those back to regular. Conveyor belts. Items be all squinched up on them. This must be the blue research line out of here, which would go all the way through here. It's the second one from the bottom. Yep, that's our line. Alright, we're going to make this right here. And All we got to do is delete that and that and that. And we're going to get this conveyor belt here back up to there. And I forgot to set that for barracks. Now, what floor number was barracks? Was it 8? I think it was 8. I'm trying to remember. Barracks is number 10. So we're going to shift this to 10. 8 was research. Must have been on my mind because we're stealing from it. And need to hover up and over. To right here. I'm just going to delete that. I don't know what got me there. Oh, it was that conveyor belt. Alright. But, yeah, we're wanting to go up the line right over copper. Right there. Now, we have coolant being shifted out. Oh, there's railroading there. The coolant's coming. And it should go right into here. There it is. Perfect. Now all we got to do is run over to barracks. We're going to pull it out of the elevator, send it down, mix it up with some sand, and we should have some Sesamite Coolant. It's not the bio bricks, but it's the coolant. The coolant. Alright. We got to program him to coolant. And we just ship it out here. Fuel took my spot right there. And we're wanting it. You know what? I think I want to ship out in this direction. Yep. Oh, we have a corner to turn. Well, let's just drop down on the floor and go around the garden that we have created. And bring it over here. I'm just going to drop it there for now. And I'm going to look at the Shiverthorn coolant recipe, because I just want to know if it is there it is. Shiverthorn coolant, Sesamite powder. I think it's assembled. And we got the space right here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's good. I want to see if I can squeeze 9 in here. 3, 6. Nope. So I'm just going to scoot it out enough to get them right here by the ovens. So 5, 6 right there. I'm going to put it right here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And now I realize That was not a copy paste. It's just going to be faster to delete them all. And copy paste. And it wants 2 ingredients. So we're just going to bring them in. And we could bring them in pitchfork style. Or E style. Right. Totally messed that one up. We are delivering. So we want to make sure we deliver everything. And it's just so dark. I want to add some balloons to lighten our day up while we make our Sesamite Coolant. Make sure these belts are turned around the right way. And this should be the final belt for this ingredient. And we could hook it up right down here. Let's see, the sand is all going that way because I thought it must. Yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and run it through here. And we're just going to ixnay on the crate storage. This one's still empty. We didn't have a reason for the sand, but now we do. At least one. Now we want an elevated ingredient. So we're going to elevate the coolant. You know, instead of running it there, I could just do it like another E with, what, red tips for the... Yeah, let's think of it as pitchfork with red tips. That sounds nice. Alright, wanting to bring it this way, curve it, and set it down. There we go. That's what I wanted. Just like that. And we curve it and send it down. And we send it over, curve it, send it down. And I guess all the coolant that went to the right hand side. And I don't know if this multiplies. It looks like we're getting 25 coolant and we get to make 24. So we're actually reducing. I'm not counting the sand because it produces well enough. So I have another question. Does this coolant lend itself to the mole like the blue coolant? It's just a thought. Anyway, I don't know how fast this is going to make or what we're going to use it for. I just made it. And so now I'm going to chest it for a moment till we get that figured out. Sesamite gel is being made. And if I sort everything, I want to grab it. I'm going to come over here, deposit some of my coolant in my pocket, since I seem to have so much. This should bog up the lines for a little bit. Give the coolant time to backlog a little. Yep, I'm just going to put a chest right here. I'm going to go down to the blue coolant. And I'm going to put it all in here so that I'm not carrying any. Alright, now all we have is red coolant on us. We go to the mole. We just pick a spot. Such a nice wall. Let's go over here. Let's pick this wall. We might want to remove it someday anyway. It says I have like 0 coolant. Aha! It did switch over to red. Have 118 red coolant. Right. Went through 2 of them there. Okay, we're going through 2 of those a blast. Okay. We're just figuring this out. So this is just a little experiment with the new coolant. So two of those a blast of the 12 by 12 frame. Now I want to go see it. We're going to have to blast it once, let it switch over to blue. Here we go. Now it's going to be blue. We're at 98. If it loses more than 2, I only lost 1. 97 to 95. We lost 2 that time. Okay. I think it works about the same. Yep, works about the same. I wouldn't call one better than the other. But at least now we know. So I'm just going to take some blue. Doesn't really matter. And I think I'll just work on using some blue since we're processing this red for something good, I hope. Alright, I'm going to stop there for today. If you like what you see, do like and subscribe. It helps out the channel a lot. And we now have Sesamite Coolant being produced. I think that's good. Alright, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.